And we are live. You know what? I think I've cut myself a shaving. Anyway, how is everyone? How's everyone doing? I hope it's all is good and you've been carrying on as normal, because we had some builds this week, which is amazing. So yeah. But how's everyone else been doing? How's everyone else been going? Hope all your builds are all going well. Hi Burgess, how's it going? I think it is a fire engine. Looking at it now, I think it is very much a fire engine, and I think that bit that they've just previewed a bit of, I think that's the back of it. So yeah, I think Agora are bringing out a fire engine. I think that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. But yeah, not for me. But I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh, it's something different other than a car." You know, we're actually getting something different, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I totally agree. I think it does. I'm leaning more towards the fire engine now. But yeah, so how's everyone doing? I've actually been pretty busy this week. So I've done the Dodge Charger, I've done the Iron Man, I've done 4 issues of or 4 stages, I should say, of the Enterprise build. I've got 1 more stage to go, and then that will all be on. On the Patreons, because they've already got the Iron Man and the Dodge Charger, and I'll show them a little bit later on. Mike, yeah, fire engine. Wow, been waiting for something different for ages. Yeah, Agora. I think it's going to be expensive. Much prefer the American fire engine. I don't think it's an English one. I don't think it's an English fire engine. If it is, it's not a later version. It's an older version, if you know what I mean. If that's the case. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. They've done a few. They've done a like a discussion sort of it, giving us some hints, and now they've done a photo. So I'm good. Just primarily. don't. I've got the Iron Man. So I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But looks American. Yeah, I think it might be American. I don't think it's English. Jay, how's it going? Good evening. I hope everyone's okay. We're in cracking day. Yeah, it's really nice here today. In Hertfordshire, that's where I'm from. Blue skies everywhere. The sun is out. It's it's been absolutely gorgeous today and yesterday as well. It was really nice weather. And apparently it's just going to get hotter and hotter this week up until about Thursday, Friday, when it's going to peak. So yeah, it's going to be a really nice week. But yeah, I've actually had some builds. I know I went a while with nothing, and I was like, oh, nothing's coming. And they were. I mean, these are a couple of weeks behind, but everything's coming up. I've had my Terminator, my 2 issues of Terminator as well turn up, because one didn't the week before. So I'm all back on track. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, it is part works. you know what it's like. So firstly, the Dodge Charger. So I've done the Dodge Charger. Anyone who's on my Patreon will know. Over the Moon, hi, how you doing? Has already got all those videos. Same with the Iron Man as well. They will be released every Monday. Will be a Dodge Charger. Will be the Iron Man, and Friday the Terminator. But there's the engine. I mean, look at that. That is a beast. That is a really. So on Patreon, you've seen all these already, all these videos. I only release 1 video a week. That is to do with YouTube algorithm. It helps my channel out. But obviously on Patreons, I release all the videos all at once. So, but yeah, that's it. I mean, it looks really nice, doesn't it? It looks really, really nice. There was actually something to do on that. But yeah, look at that. It's a beast. I am really impressed with that engine. spring break a few days ago, so we're stuck on order for now. Yeah, I was beginning to feel like that here, but yeah, you're near my old stomping ground, Dunstable. That's only up the road. I'm from Hemel, so yeah, only up the road. That is, I've got family in Dunstable. Um, so yeah, hello everyone. Hit the like button, yeah. Yeah, so the Iron Man. So if you've seen my videos, and you will if you haven't seen them, you will see them all. This is what we built this week. That is all we built. Yeah. I did do a video, 4 videos on the issues. Each video was about 3 minutes long, even shorter some of them. But you know, I mean, the thing is that this cost me £42 to build just this bit. Yes, yeah. Magic Roundabout's still there, and obviously the Marlows. It's going through a massive revamp at the moment. The Marlows. It's going to have a cinema and loads of stuff and all that stuff. Boo needs more stuff. I don't know what that means, Kirst. But yeah, but that there cost me £42, and took me all of. If I didn't do the videos, it would have took me about 3 minutes to do the whole thing, less than 5. But yeah, and I know people were complaining about the Terminator having not much to do in each issue. I think this one tops it. I am enjoying it, but there's just, yeah, it does need more stuff, Kirsch, you're right. But they have to stretch out, so I understand that. But yeah, we'll be the whole arm, so we'll have the left and right arm by the end of issue 27. Issue 28 is the start of the leg. But yeah, so I think it's the next 3 boxes. We'll still be doing this. And I know issue 26 is the little finger, which you screw in, and it's just the little finger. It's just 2 bits. I'm going to hold it like that. But yeah, so, and obviously the Enterprise turned up as well. This week I finally got my first Ecto 1 delivery. Hooray! And you got, yeah, I see you got your issue 2 of Eleanor, but you also got issue 1 again. Typical Egomos. I'm still waiting actually for my issue 1 of the Ecto. I'm hoping by the end of next month I would have had issue 15 and I'll start collecting that again. So I'm puzzled. I'll get issue, I've got number 100, but no, hopefully it will come. Is that with the Terminator, Jonathan? Is that with the Terminator? Because that happened with me as well. Because I got, I had to wait a week to get issue 110. So the middle finger. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, for some reason it didn't come in, and I had to wait a whole week. And when I went there to pick up my issue 111, they were both there. But 112 is this week, which is another part of the base. And yeah, it's coming along nicely. We're not, you know, we're eight weeks, so 7 weeks Friday, 7 issues. So that's it. Is John Park still there? Jarman, is this still there? Yeah. Last time I went, all the nightclubs were closed. Yeah, all the nightclubs closed a long time ago. They're all restaurants up there now, and they're building Lidl up there and stuff like that. But yes, the Marlows is having the biggest change. And I'm going off course here, but yeah, the Marlows is having the big revamp at the moment. So there are lots of restaurants. There's going to be a cinema put in there and all of that. But obviously, it all got stopped because of this. So yeah, it's well deserved because it's been a bit run down for a while. But anyway, also as well, just so you know, patrons, obviously you're in for this, which will be well, there'll be a live video for patrons only for this on Tuesday. And then hopefully I can get them. If I can contact you, whoever wins it on Tuesday, I'll get them out on Tuesday. Otherwise, it'll be Wednesday. I've got them in the box ready to be sent. There's still a chance. You can still become a Patreon and be in a chance to win these. Because the competitions are only open to Patreons. And that's it. What's everyone else been doing? Like I said, the Dodge Charger itself is I'm really impressed with that. I think issue 19 is this side of the exhausts, and then we move away. So that's all right, Jay. Don't worry about it. But yeah, yeah. So that side's done. I think the whole engine actually is done by issue 19. There doesn't seem to be. It's not. There's not a lot of wires coming out of it. Just this one here. But apart from that, there's not. It's not overly complicated. You can tell this is a D'Agostini one because they don't go over the top with detail on the engine because they know you're never going to display with the hood up or anything like that, which is nice. I found that with the Mustang as well. The engine was detailed enough, but wasn't overly detailed, if you know what I mean. But yes, I mean, look at that. I'm really impressed with this. I really am. But yeah, £42 for that. But I know I keep going on about. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's just when you look at it and you think there's not a lot there, but it is what it is. So that's me. I haven't found out anything else of in regards to any new builds. I don't know what Hachette are doing. I have sent out emails last week. I haven't got anything back yet though, because it's taken about a week to about 10 days to get back. And yeah, so I don't know what is coming out when the Terminator finishes. At the moment, nothing. And then I think it's a couple of weeks after that, after the Terminator finishes, the Bismarck finishes, I do believe. Any updates on the Alien? No updates for it coming here yet, or test or anything like that. Yeah, the only thing we did say, which was Jay, which I think he brought up on World of Wayne, and that's how I found out, because I completely passed this one, and that was the Harry Potter Diagonally, is it? That's what it's called. Build that Eagle Moss are testing at the moment over in America and in the UK. It's not for me. Yeah, it doesn't look very good to me, but I wouldn't have done it anyway. So yeah, it is what it is. Waiting for more issues of the Renault. Yeah, I saw your Renault. I see the body come, the whole chassis. It looks really nice now. Yeah, I saw that in your pictures. They look really nice. It looks, yeah, solid. I've subscribed to that. Yeah, I know, Mike, you did subscribe to that. But it is a trial. But yeah, they don't really advertise these trials very much. And so when people put in their interest, it's fine. But if you don't advertise these, people won't know. And I think that is what's happening. Because when you go on to Facebook and that, and you see all these, you see them advertising the new builds like the Enterprise build and stuff like that, you always get, and I can guarantee you always get someone commenting saying they'll stop this halfway through. I picked up issues 1 to 4, and then they decided to stop it. And I'm thinking they're getting confused with the test run and the full run, because obviously the companies don't make that aware or public knowledge, you know. And I think a lot of people get confused. So I can guarantee if you go on any of these sites that are advertising the Dodge Charger, Iron Man, or the Enterprise, I guarantee you that there will be at least one comment saying they'll pull this. Why would you want this when it will get pulled halfway through? So, oh yes, Johnny 5. I'll tell you what, that would be a must as well for me. And my wife would love a 1-2 scale Johnny 5. That would be cool, wouldn't it? And it'd have to move. It'd have to be a bit like the R2D2 move around and stuff. So the International Space Company is coming in June 2022. Yeah, a lot. Do you know what? I don't think we're going to get a lot this year. I know that there was at least 3 builds that Eagle Moss were going to release this year that have pushed me back to next year. That I know it was the Willys Jeep, the DB5, and the Titanic were all due to come out this year, but have now been postponed to next year. So I think this year, in terms of builds, there is going to be builds. I mean, there's been an abundance in France. They've gone absolutely crazy over there. But for us in the UK, I think a lot of people are still sitting back and seeing what happens with trade deals and stuff like that, because they're all still going on. So yeah, but yeah, definitely a Johnny 5. If that comes, we'd have to get that. That'd be cool. But yeah, I don't really know what happened there, Darren. I really would like one. And all these companies are bringing out stuff, which is great. But that's what we'd really like. I don't know, who do we contact to let them know? My backlog is now 30 stages in total, but either the is going crazy or my brain or body say no. Do you know what? I get like that as well, Burgess. I do get like that. I do get to the point where I like pushing them all out, like I've done. So I build it all like this and then just schedule the videos to come out. But I do get, especially with me and my Ecto 1. So I used to order my parts online, as everyone knows, off the web shop. And the last ones I got were issues 13 and 14. And they sat over there on the side for about a month. And I just didn't do them. It couldn't be, there was no go. I don't know why. There was just no go. But I did do them in the end, and they are on the channel now. But yeah, I do get like that. I do get like, okay, let's do this. That's why I do like building them all at once instead of issue by issue, like I've done with the Terminator. But I do get days where it's good not to do them. That's for sure. But yeah. But yeah, the world has also gone crazy as well. Yeah, more crazier than normal. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're being very cautious about what they bring out here, as if they definitely know. Like I said, I did find out information on the Hogwarts Express and the Eddie Stobart truck, and both of them, when I asked my contact, said that they were both pulled, and due to poor uptake, there was no intention for them to release them. I know for a fact that the Hogwarts Express was popular, but obviously not too popular. I'm just wondering whether that's just the sort of stuff that they just pump out anyway, if you know what I mean, like the normal BS that they just pump out just to take us off the scent. I think they will come out, but they're saying no. Only time will tell on them. But I did think that the Hogwarts Express was a fairly good build. The loco with the carriage and the figures as well. And then if you subscribed, you also got the platform, and it lit up and it had smoke effect and the wheels turn, and it had everything going for it. So I don't know why it would have been pulled. But yeah, it was just said it was due to poor sales. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. You never know, Kev. Another publisher could pick it up, like the Apollo 11 that the Agostini did. Yeah, that could be a possibility. But I think in terms at the moment, I think, like I said, they're being very cautious about what they release here. Obviously, especially Eagle Moss. I'm very surprised that they've pushed back a lot of their stuff. So they've got the Eleanor and the Enterprise out. And if you take a look at their active subscriptions, there's not a lot. There isn't a lot at all. Because during last year, when everything was going a bit crazy, they pulled a load of collections. But they have got some other ones popping up. But yeah, they've pulled quite a lot of collections last year. the wrestling figure collection, the Marvel movie collection, the Star Trek Discovery one was pulled as well. But yeah, there was quite a lot of stuff that they did. They just pulled straight off, and now they've not got many active subscriptions. So the active subscriptions are the stuff that's constantly coming out. Because I know they're starting to now not do the DeLorean. I think this time now is like the last run. So the 1966 Batmobile in America, yeah, that was due to come out over here as well, but that Batmobile has been plagued with problems from the start, because that, believe it or not, Jay, that dates back to before the DeLorean. So the 1966 Batmobile was a smaller scale, I do believe, than 1/8, and Eagle Moss were going to bring it out. I think it was like 1/8 or 1/10. I think it was a smaller scale, right? And they done a test run for it, and this was all before the DeLorean. And then they had to rework it, and the original plan was for it to be released before the DeLorean, but the DeLorean came out. This got pushed back, then got postponed. Then they said they were making it bigger. Then they said it was coming out. I mean, it's been due to come out for the last 2 years, 2 or 3 years. It's been due to come out, and it's never materialised. And it went from 1/10 scale to 1/8 scale. And yeah, it just hasn't happened. It's been absolutely plagued with problems since the original insight of it. So Hobbit coming out, then script then come out, will come out. Yeah, just like a GTR. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I remember the test run for it, and then I remember Eagle was saying it was going to get released, and then it didn't, and then they said they were going to upscale it to 1/8, and then they done like a test run on that as well, which never actually happened. The only thing I can think of is that the interest wasn't there, but I don't know. I think there's some more stuff going on with that. I think it may have been something to do with the licensing of getting that car, and yeah, I just don't really know what has happened to that. But like I said, it's been one of those things that Eagle Moss want to do, and it's just never happened. It's just one of those things. It's just an enigma. It just doesn't come out, and it's been tested. I think it's been tested twice now. It's upscaled. Oh, it's just yeah. So, but yeah, I think originally it was a smaller scale, 1/10, I think, and then they upscaled it to 1/8. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that, Jay, because like I said, it's it's been plagued with problems right from the very start here. So you can get G-Show in America. I use a reship company. Yeah, that was. Do you know what? I was the headhunter for GTR, so they were going to pay me, or not pay me, but give me the build, a bit like well they do with World of Wayne, when they give him. So the GTR I was given all the parts up to issue 6 or 7, I think I've got still. And I was going to partner with them to build it, and then they pulled it. And I know when they first told me that they were going to pull it, I told Wayne, because I did a video on it, and I told Wayne, and Wayne said, no, it's not been pulled. And he'd done a video saying, don't listen to me. They've not been pulled it. It's still going ahead. And then literally after he put that video out, they messaged him and said it is actually being pulled. There was a lot of backwards and forwards between me, Diaga's Diecast Club, Wayne, and that we were all getting mixed information. But yeah, that never happened. And to this day, I still do not know why, because it's a build that they've done before here in the UK. So it's not like they've not done it before. It was a re-release, and they had the parts because I got them. And yeah, I don't know. They just dropped it. And I've been doing these part works for about 7 or 8 years now, and that's the first part work I've ever known to have a full run and then to just be pulled like that. And we knew it wasn't a test run because people were getting issues 7 and 8 and 10 and stuff like that, and then they just pulled it. So, and with Eagle Moss, they only ever do issues 1 and 2 with the test runs. Citroen SM, but nothing yet. Yeah, I think I don't know what's happening over in France because they've just been bombarded with part works at the moment, and we've not got anything because next month, so July, the Robocop comes out over in France in July. They've just, I think there's another one coming out, isn't there? A giant robot one. They've had the Infinity Gauntlet as well. We haven't had any of these tested. The Alien, obviously. What else they've had as well? I can't remember now. There's, I should know what. There's so many. But yeah, that company's the Agostini. That is Jay. So, and they do, like I said. There's, I think you sent me the link. I can't remember. I think you sent me the link of where all the cars that they do all over the world for part works. There's quite a lot of them. Yeah, the Bumblebee was another one. Yeah, that they got a test of, and we didn't. Yeah, maybe they just sell better. I mean, it's a bigger market over there. Maybe that is why they went there. And then we've had the problems of you know, just the borders and everything else. So I think that puts a spanner in the works for that sort of stuff. Yeah, the Power Rangers Megazord. Yeah, that was another one. You know what I mean? It's just, where's ours? Where is our ones? I'm waiting for the Alien. That's the only one now. That and the Robocop. But there's nothing really that's inspiring me. All right, Mark, how's it going? Don't worry, mate. It's a nice day. I wouldn't blame you. It's a really nice day outside. Customer service is amazing compared to Model Space UK. It's dire. Yeah. Yeah, the Agostini ain't not the best, but that company is part of the Agostini. But yeah, do they have a customer service here in the UK today? Or is it all done over there sort of thing? Same here. I like the Alien. Yeah, the Alien, Robocop, I'd have to do. But yeah, so and Mike said, he asked me during the week, so what are you doing when the Terminator finishes? Nothing. The builds that I'm doing now is it, unless they bring out the Alien and Robocop, which I don't see them doing this year. I think they'll be next year, the both of them, unless Fanhome decide to bring out Robocop sooner. But yeah, nothing. How many more weeks till the Spire's finished? Because that's got to be close, isn't it? Or at least halfway through, or more. Because that's another Hachette one as well, isn't it? Yeah, because I know we've got the Terminator finishing at the end of July, August time. Yeah, August time. I mean, we say that, and it's like, that's a long way away. Do you know what? That'll be here before you even know it. Summer will come and go, and we'll be doing that. But yeah, we've discussed that, Mark. The Diagonally, yeah. If you've seen it, it doesn't look very good. It's not my sort of cup of tea. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, I know it's a test and that. But yeah, it's all made with wood and it says no. I like the fact that they put that in the advert for it. No glue requested. I wonder if that's the same as we will not put stickers. We will not have to put stickers on the doors. And look what happened there. You have no room for any more builds. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm running out of room now. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, I think after my current run, I think that'll be probably it for YouTube for me in terms of builds, anyway. But I do grab other things and I do review and stuff like that. So they do light up. It does light up, yeah, and animatronic as well. Yep, with the dragon and stuff and the hat and stuff. I mean, that looks quite good. But yeah, maybe you can do the Bismarck when the Terminator finishes. It's not my cup of tea, the Bismarck. I have, like I've said before, I have to have something. You know what I mean? I have to have something, some sort of passion or like towards it. Like the Terminator films, love the Terminator, love the stuff like that. Oh, I know he's got enough of his stuff there and mine, so no. But yeah, I think he'd kill me. But yeah, as I'm like a geeky person and I like that sort of thing. My wife likes sort of muscle cars, and when the Mustang came out, she said, "Oh, I'd love to build that." We built it, and then she said, "Okay, well, I've got the Mustang. That's my muscle car that I'd like." And then the Fast and Furious one comes out, and she went, "Or build that one for me." So yeah, the Chargers for my wife, if anyone knows, because she's a massive Fast and Furious fan, and so I'm going to build that for her, and that'll be hers. But yeah, things like trying to think what other builds there. Like, there's so many as well. Like the Bismarck and the Spitfire. I'm into the war side of things. I love the documentaries and stuff, but there's just not enough there for me to warrant to build it. Secondly, I'm running out of space as it is. Where would I put it? So that's another thing as well. I didn't do the X-wing. I did the Millennium Falcon and the R2-D2, but I didn't do the X-wing because I think the Millennium Falcon is just the better thing. It's £40 a month so it's only 15 months. You get one building and two smaller buildings in each pack, do you? Yeah. Yeah, that's GTR as well. Yeah, because you said, "Oh, that would be a nice one to build," and we got into it, and I spoke to the head guys, and I was going to go into partnership with them, and then it went like that. Yeah, that was the GTR. That was a nice build as well. And at the end of that, there was a bonus extension to that to build a 1:4 scale engine of the Nissan GTR as well, which is really nice. Very scaled engine. Yeah, that was a shame. Have you tried Geekbox, Kev? Is that the one from Zavi? Because I did that and I didn't find them very good. Be glad you didn't do the X-wing. It's not the best build out there. I think we've come across a few melons. If what? Not melons, lemons. That's it. I think there is quite a few lemon builds out there, which have been like that. The DeLorean was one of them. So like a DeLorean for me was like that sort of geeky sort of car that you'd love, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? And then you got the Ecto One Ghostbuster car. Why not? But then I said, I think I've said this before. I was trying to go, what other cars? Now I was never a Knight Rider fan or a Starsky and Hutch fan, so I wouldn't do any of those, the General Lee or anything like that. Yeah, I was just never a fan of those shows, so I wouldn't necessarily build those builds because I wouldn't have the passion there, if you know what I mean. Like I said, I like the war stuff, but there's not enough there, if you know what I mean. I'm more of a geek. That's why I went straight for the Enterprise, because yeah, the Enterprise build is like the holy grail, I think, for me. And like I said, I can't believe that it hasn't happened sooner, and that it's taken this long to do it, because yeah, it's just a gold mine. The only other thing as well that I will say is that I would do a Dalek if they did a 1:2 scale Dalek. I would jump on that. That would be cool. Yeah, I think if they did one, I think Airwolf. Yeah, I was never. Do you know what? I was Dave. I was never a fan of Airwolf either. So the stuff. We're going back now. Let's go back. So I was into wrestling, as you can see. My two massive passions in the world is wrestling and Star Trek, and that is like my two main things is wrestling and Star Trek. Johnny Five, Andy, yeah, definitely. Just like I say, there's certain things I would do, but other things I wouldn't. So yeah, I no, it's just all looking around and stuff. And that, but yeah, it's you have to have something there, Wouldn't mind seeing a Captain Scarlet. Do you know what I was thinking of? I think it was on World of Wayne's channel that someone said about obviously they'd done Thunderbird. Now I wasn't never a Thunderbird fan or a Captain. I did watch Captain Scarlet actually. I wasn't too bothered on the Terminator. On Thunderbirds, but Captain Scarlet was really cool, especially Captain Black. Do you remember him? And part of the Mysterons and stuff like that, I think it was. But yeah, I was thinking they never did the Mystery Machine. There was a few different ones on that as well on Captain Scarlet. They had the plane, didn't they? But his Mystery Machine was like, wasn't it like a sort of tank, wasn't it? And his chair came out the side of it, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Voyager would be, yeah. But Ben Robinson did an interview in 2019 it was, so a while ago, around this sort of time, 2019, with a guy called Irish Trekkie. If you don't follow him on YouTube, do. He's brilliant. Does all the Star Trek stuff, but he's the guy that Eagle Moss are doing the Enterprise build through. But he's really good. He had an interview anyway with Ben Robinson, and one of the questions was, "Is there plan to do more?" And Ben Robinson said that if the Enterprise D did well, then they would do more part work ships, and he said that they would do the refit. So the Enterprise refit from a motion picture, the first Star Trek movie. I'm not a big fan of that ship, but I think we'd either see that or the TOS ship from the original series. I think if they did Voyager, it would be further down the line, I think. So yeah. Fireball, XL15, Stingray, or Joe 90. Showing my age now. Yeah, I was into Transformers because I am, obviously. I've still got my tattoo there, but I was into things like that as a kid. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, there was that, and there was the other one as well. It's called Masks. That was a cool one as well. That was where the cars turned into little things, or had little buggies come out of them and stuff like that. Yeah, do you know what? That's really showing my age as well, because that's like late 80s, early 90s, isn't it? So, but yeah. GoBots. Yeah, the original Transformers. GoBots. Yeah, that came before Transformers. That did, and a lot of people believe that Transformers ripped off GoBots. I can see why people get that, but it's funny how GoBots didn't last, and we're in 2021. Transformers is going stronger than ever. So, but yeah, I don't think I would do a Transformer build. I know Bumblebee's coming out, but I've collected some of the big statues. I've done videos on them as well. They're in my playlist somewhere. The high scale, high end Transformer figures that I've done. So I think I wouldn't do a part work on them. I don't think you'd be able to get them perfect, if you know what I mean. I think there'd be too many problems with building something like that, and it wouldn't transform, because I know it's my big high end figures that I have don't transform. They're like statue figures you can move in any position you want. They're really nice, but I know a lot of people don't like it because they're like, well, it doesn't transform. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I think a lot of people would go, well, I bought a Transformer part work and it doesn't transform. But yeah, so yeah, the Fireball and Stingray and Joe 90 and stuff like that, they're all done by the same guy, weren't they? If I remember rightly. But yeah, I liked Captain Scarlet. I do remember that. But I was never a Thunderbird fan. But yeah, like they've done Thunderbird 2, didn't they? I'm surprised they haven't done Thunderbird 1 or 3. With doing more to that. But that was one of those builds from D'Agostini that they released only on their website, didn't they? You could only get it through subscription. A bit like the Rossio bike as well. And what was the what is it, the Harley Davidson as well? Wasn't that pulled recently as well? The Harley Davidson, wasn't that given the green light, and then they pulled that because something to do with licensing or something with that. That was interesting. I heard about that on the grapevine. I did hear about that they'd released a Harley Davidson, and then it'd been given the green light and everything, and then they had to pull it quickly, something to do with licensing or something. Yeah, that was it. That was it, Jay. Yeah, yeah, Trash Winks. Is that what it's called? I do remember what you're going on about, but yeah, they were with the puppets and stuff like that. Groundbreaking at the time. So, but yeah, so like I said, like I have to have some sort of something in it for me. Dave, you doing a Voyager now? Oh yeah, the Revy one. I know what one you want about. Yeah. They're quite nice kits, they are. Yeah, I don't think they get enough. I think the Polar Lights ones are the better kits, but I don't think they've ever done a Voyager on the Polar Lights. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they ever did, or haven't yet done a Polar Lights version of Voyager. So, but some of those model kits are actually quite good. But yeah, like I said, I'd have to have something, you know, Air War, all that sort of stuff. I weren't a big fan of, you know. So, but then I was thinking, what sort of other things could they bring out, part work wise, that I would be interested in. That is so. But yeah, there's not a lot. Like, what kind of things can you think of, other than like the Alien and RoboCop and the Terminator? A Predator, someone said that would be quite good. A Predator to go with the Alien, that would complete the 80s ensemble, wouldn't it? Really, you'd have the Terminator, the Alien, RoboCop, and the Predator. That would be cool. You'd have the whole set. But Johnny 5, yeah, I'd do Johnny 5. But like I said, there's nothing out at the moment that's sort of grabbing my attention. I mean, at this point, I think I would even and ah at getting, if they released it, that is, and that's the Hogwarts Express, I would even and ah about getting that. I don't know if I'd get it. I love Harry Potter, but yeah. The 18 van, it's been mentioned loads of times, Burgess, the 18 van, and isn't it just like a normal van? Isn't it just a GMC van? Wally, do you know what? That would be quite a good build. I don't think they tap into the old kids market enough, you know, like us building it with our kids, you know what I mean? And that would be one of those builds where you could do that with your kids, you know, a Wally one, and it moving around and that. I don't think that would be very difficult to do, if you know what I mean. That would be quite an easy build. It's just a box with caterpillar treads, little arms, and a little robot head. So it's a simple design, isn't it? But there's a lot of detail in that, and I think that would be quite a good one to do, Wally. Yeah, another one that I probably, if they did, I would and ah about doing. But yeah, like I said, at the moment, the only ones I really want to do is the Alien and the Robocop. They're the only they're the only new builds that are coming out that I'd want to do. But yeah, I don't really want more. Yeah, maybe the F-14 from Top Gun. That would be a good one as well, especially with is it Mavericks coming out soon? That was due out a couple of years ago. It's crazy, isn't it, to think that. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, weren't that due to be dropped in 2020, weren't it? I do believe, or the end of 2019, somewhere around there. I remember Top Gun Maverick. But yeah, I mean, if they could tie it in, but I think they would just bring out the F-14. They just wouldn't. They wouldn't need to go for the licensing on Top Gun. They could just do an F-14. I'm surprised they haven't done a fighter jet like that. Like a rocket build. Yeah, Saturn V or something like that would be a good build. But once again, where would I build it? I know they're doing the ISS at the moment in Italy, I think it is, isn't it? The International Space Station. And you've also got the transporter as well, haven't you? The Ferrari transporter, which is the lorry. You also get the Ferraris inside as well, and the trailer opens up, and you've got all the bits and stuff like that in there. I've got to drill out the windows to light it. Yeah, that's on the Voyager, isn't it? On those ones, yeah, you do. Yeah, be very careful with when you do that. I wouldn't be confident enough to do that. But yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done like a space shuttle build. Just literally just popped up when I said it. Burgess, yeah, you read my mind. Yeah, space shuttle would be awesome. Depending on scale, it'd have to be pretty big, I think. But yeah, I'd maybe do the space shuttle. I wouldn't do the Saturn V rocket. But yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done like an Apache. I know we touched on that a while ago. Was it Hachette that did one originally, or was going to do one? But yeah, they've not really done a fighter jet or like an Apache helicopter or a Sea Lynx or something like that, or a Chinook. I think a Chinook would be really good, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you think? A massive Chinook build. That would be good as well. But like I said, I'm really surprised they haven't done anything like that. They do very much like their cars, don't they? They do bring out a lot of vehicles. But when it comes to other things, boats, planes, that sort of thing, you know, what would anyone, you know, I know they've done the is it the DC-3? What about a 727 or something like that? SR-71 or U-2, I would do. Yeah, the subs. Another thing they've not done is submarines. You know, there's lots of areas that they just haven't done any builds in. The robot from Rocky 3. Yeah, that was weird. That wasn't it? That was very weird. Oh my god, a Chinook would be amazing. Yeah, we get them over here cut sometimes quite a lot. But yeah, imagine having a Chinook, I should say. That would be a good build, wouldn't it? Twin rotors and stuff. But yeah, I'm just surprised that they seem to very much concentrate on the cars, but they don't seem to do any sort of fighter jets or submarines or space rockets or anything like that. You know, there's obviously a market out there for all that sort of stuff, but I think they're very safe with their cars, aren't they? Very safe with cars and stuff like that. I mean, the stuff that I like building, like the Iron Man and the Terminator, they're all kind of new, because the car ones have been going for years and years and years, years and years. Oh, they had an Mi-27 in Russia, did they? Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm very surprised that they don't do more military stuff. I know we've got a tank coming out of Leopard. I know that, but still, there's like maybe they're sort of dipping their toes now because we're getting the Willys Jeep and obviously a Leopard as well. So maybe we should maybe get a helicopter and a fighter plane. I think a fighter plane would be amazing with all the rockets and the internal stuff, and especially the where was it? Was it the F-17? That was it. Yeah, the F-17 would be good because the wings move as well, don't they? They move back and forth, so that would be quite good. An Alpha Jet one. Yeah, the Huey from the helicopter. That would be quite good. Yeah, Vietnam one. That would be really good as well. So you start thinking now. You start getting through. You know, even like some of the commercial airplanes and stuff like that. Like the Boeing 747 or the triple decker one. What is it? 380 A380. You know, things like that. I think you would tap into the aeroplane market really well with things like that. Ooh, yeah. Have one of the house robots from Robot Wars. That would be cool. Kill-a-lot. That would be cool having Kill-a-lot around, wouldn't it? What was the other ones? Now you've got me started. What's the other ones? You got I know there's Kill-a-lot because I've just said it, and I know that is in it. I'm just trying to think of the other ones because there's like one a bit like a dinosaur, isn't there? F-16 Thunderbird. Or the Blue Angels, yeah, or F-14 Phantom, yeah. Over here they could do what were they called? The red arrows. That's it. The red arrows. Yeah, they can get us a robot to do the housework. I would do a part work for that. Another thing, actually, saying about part works, something they should re-release again. I don't know if you guys believe something that I missed out on, and I would love to build, especially now, and that is the Eagle Moss 3D printer. So when the DeLorean came out, Eagle Moss did a 3D printer, and I remember seeing it in the shops and going, nah. And now that would be such a cool build to build now, and they need to re-release that. But yeah, they did do a 3D printer, Eagle Moss. I don't know if anyone remembers or anyone actually built one. I don't even know what they're like. So what's that? Sturgent Bush, is that right, Mark? I'm butchering that, sorry. Yeah, all those sort of things. What about even like something from Stargate? You know, or you've got ships from Babylon 5. You've got Independence Day, ships from Independence Day. There's all this. When you start thinking, you start going, oh, they could do this, they could do that. But yeah, when you start thinking about stuff, it really does sort of clock over, doesn't it? How about a giant hovercraft? The ferry, yeah. Was it the Isle of Wight one? I remember there is one somewhere, isn't there? They used to use one. Yeah, hovercraft. So how much interest would be in that? Yeah, or the Hunter Killer from Predator. That would be Predator. Terminator. Yeah, the Hunter Predator, the plane from Terminator. That would be cool as well, wouldn't it? You start thinking about these things. You start coming up with loads of stuff. Flight of the Navigator. Oh, it's a brilliant film. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Martha Bell's, yeah, the B-17, yeah, Dam Buster. That would be a good one as well, wouldn't it? Is that a Dam Buster plane? I think it is, isn't it? I think it was. The Dam Busters. I'm trying to think. I think it is, yeah. Am I getting that right? That would be a good one as well. You know, they ain't dipping into this military. I think they need to tap into that more. The Flight of the Navigator, though, thinking about it, it's just a silver sort of design, isn't it? It's just all chrome. So I don't think that would be a very long build, if you know what I mean. Dam Buster is a Lancaster. I'm getting them confused. I should know because we had a Lancaster over a couple of years ago. come very low around the town and stuff. A lorry, yeah. I mean, like I said, Mike, there was the Eddie Stobart one, but I don't think that's coming out. They said it's not coming out. I still think it may do. But a combine harvester, oh yeah. You do, when you start thinking about stuff, your mind just wanders and goes, oh, that would be a cool build. That would be a cool build. They have done tractors. Say in the combine harvester, they have done tractors. I know that because I think Paint with Penny did a tractor, didn't she? Do a part work tractor, if I remember rightly. I know they did a part work tractor. I'm not going mad. I remember them doing one. But yeah. Circular lot, that was it. Dead metal, yeah, oh yeah. So that would be cool, wouldn't they? As a part work, being able to move them around as well. But yes, just like the popularity though, isn't it? I mean, we would all build it, but would that be enough? I don't think it would be. A JCB, yeah, there's a lot of potential there for the excavators and things like that for JCBs and stuff. France and Germany hold local tractors recently. Hachette did one of the mini tractors, like the Rossio bikes. Oh, they did a collection where you had like different tractors each couple of weeks, was it? Oh, right, okay. And I think they did a tractor part work, a build, a blue one. I remember seeing it somewhere. But yeah, I know that last year when they did the toy fair in Nuremberg, because that's the one you really want to look for. Every year, Nuremberg Toy Fair, the German Toy Fair, it's where all the part works go and get shown off. And it was the Morris Minor and the Mini, the 1960s Mini. We don't know what's happening with them. Are they going to be coming out? I think they were both Hachette ones. Well, there's an excavator in Italy, yeah. Yeah, Italy. They've got, like I said, they've got the truck transporter, haven't they, with the Ferrari transporter. Yeah. Do you know what? It's nearly time to go. I must say, I haven't been out. Last time I did it with no lights or anything, because I haven't got any lights. I've just got a window here. It got dark this time. It got so dark, and now look at it. It's lovely. It's still really nice out. It's really warm outside. They've done a crane, but it was pulled. Yeah, I think they've done like don't they do a Meccano crane at the moment in France? I think I've seen it somewhere. A 125 in BA Levy. Yeah. The Intercity, is that the Intercity 125? See, that's another thing as well. The trains, they have done trains. I think they've done the Mallard and things like that, haven't they? We just haven't seen it. I mean, the last couple of years, just cars, and they just really haven't done anything else. Ooh, yeah, the car from Aliens, yeah, the armored. What was that? Yeah, from the second film, wasn't it? I remember. Yeah, or the ship as well. Yeah. There's potential. There's massive potential everywhere. I think when they start looking at stuff. I mean, I want to know why they went with the Dodge Charger and not with, say, the Supra, the orange Supra, Paul's orange Supra, or what was the other one? The Eclipse, this colour, the Eclipse that they did. I mean, I wanted to know why they went for the Charger. There's nothing wrong with the Charger; it's a cool car, but I just wanted to know why they went for that one instead of doing one of the other ones. It's really interesting to find out what their miniature clock collection. I think they've done a clock collection. I know they did a military watch collection because my brother got it, the whole collection, Elvis Presley DVDs. But I think they've done all those sort of things before, Mike. Or maybe some old ones they did too. Yeah. To me, it would have to be Blackpool Balloon Tram. Yeah, I think we talked about trams last time, didn't we? I'm surprised that they've not tapped into the tram thing, because that would be big as well, wouldn't it? See, in France and Italy and places like that, they've done trams and they've done tractors and they've done different buses and coaches and things like that. Yeah. Wayne, have you seen the Aliens magazine that is out now? I think it's Hachette. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. We've discussed that. I'm just going to go now because it's an hour. I've been doing this for an hour now, and we only do it for an hour. But yeah, Burgess. Yeah, the Supra, the white Supra. I don't know why they went with the Charger, like I said, but they did, and it's here. There is potential, I think, to do a lot of them from Fast and Furious or Hobbs's like Jeep tank thing that they had as well. That would be a good thing as well. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now and say thank you very much. Yes, it was a trams. Yeah, exactly. They've done them. They've done them. But they've not brought them here. We need them here. Anyway, thank you for watching me rabble on and stuff like that. Just before I go, remember the to become a patron, being with a chance to win these, because that'll be on Tuesday. That draw will be live. Make sure you check out the patrons. If you're a patron, make sure you look out for the video. It'll be early morning, around about 9-10 o'clock. I will do it for that. But anyway, thank you all for watching and listening to me ramble on. And I have to say thank you and stuff. So I'm just going to shut the stream down now. But yes, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next.